Hey guys, Fire here, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Forklift Extreme Deluxe Edition. This is one of the latest simulation puzzle strategy kind of esque game to hit Xbox. It's currently available for a price of $15, and honestly, it's a lot of fun, a lot of challenging, and makes me feel like I will never drive a forklift in real life. So the game features a couple modes, a couple that I still haven't unlocked, but I feel like I've played enough of the game to tell you guys my thoughts. So training mode kind of just walks through a ton of the basics. Honestly, I kind of skipped training and then went back and just did some stuff for the fun of it. I just threw myself in. There's a career mode with a ton of levels. It says I've only played 10%, but I've actually done multiple of these areas. The difficulty levels range for all the other types of difficulties in the game, and then just some additional modes. The game features a shop where you can get tons of different cosmetics and stuff. I usually don't care too much about cosmetics, so I don't really have many unlocked. That's why I got a bunch of money. And then there's various settings. Nothing that's too accessibility friendly. And then all the DLC already comes with the game, but it makes me wonder if they're going to put out future DLC. So let's dive into a random level here. We'll go into Joey's warehouse, and I'll kind of show you a little bit about what the game's about. The way it starts up is you pick one of your difficulty levels, and you're going to be driving a fancy little forklift. Yours at the beginning isn't quite look like mine, and you want to go around avoiding all the different obstacles, picking up your pallets and delivering them to wherever they need to go in the warehouse. Now, with that being said, you get different camera angles and stuff you can modify and move through, and then use your additional little like forklift camera to try to plant all your pallets into one position. And that, in a nutshell, is exactly what you do in this game. It's trying to get everything exactly where it needs to go without having to do too much additional work. And a lot of the times things have to be pretty precise in this game, not to a level where the game is too overly difficult or kind of impossible to do, but the game does want you to kind of focus on those precision pinpoint areas when you are playing, as well as every stage will feature various collectibles, and then based on like the difficulty settings that you set the game up to, you'll unlock and have more challenges or time restrictions to complete out said levels. One of the levels where you can kind of see a little bit of the extreme difficulty levels here is this first level. It's a very basic level, as you can see here, that we're going to dive into. We just drop one package. I could go grab the letters, but realistically, I just want to show you the difference between like a basic variant level, and then we'll go all the way up here to the extreme difficulty level. As you can see, we only have a little bit of time to complete this run, and then we're also going to have to dodge all of these obstacles at the same time to be able to then complete things out. And based on how your performance goes, you may or may not achieve those objectives while you're going. As you can see, I've already missed my mark, and it's really too late to complete out that level in time. So, and to dodge all these things. And really, that's one of the things that I like about this game, is it adds a lot of challenging aspects to it, but not stuff that's going to be overly frustrating or it's too impossible for you to really knock out and complete. It's just a good variety and along the way as you play the levels, and you have to do all the prior difficulties on each stage to unlock the next stage. Now, getting to 3 stars and going through things in the game can all kind of be done on easy mode. There's a variety of achievements that might require certain cosmetic stuff. Every time you hit the 3-star level, the game will actually reward you with random little boxes that you can do other stuff with. But it's going to be just kind of varying with how the game works and the different strategies that you have to do between each stage. Your forklift is pretty easy to control. It's just a lot of muscle memory when it comes to like which one of the buttons and controls that you're going to really use along the way. And then just figuring out, you know, where do you need to go? What camera angles do you need to adjust? And as you get later in the game, you're going to have a lot of different things that want to interact with you, such as, you can see I toppled my load. It's probably not worth continuing, versus, you know, I have to dodge moving things. The game does a really good job at pacing itself and introducing new content for you at a rate that doesn't feel too insane, but honestly feels very fluid and just really nice across the board. The controls are the right amount of precision and sensitivity that's not insane, but the game it gets up there as you progress further. As you can see, this is kind of a level that I've been struggling on myself, but I know that if I just pace myself and take my time, I'll be able to complete it. but for those of you who like really good challenges in games, you'll know that if you try to do this level at the extreme variant, it's going to be really hard, but also extremely rewarding along the way as you keep playing. And for me, that's one thing I really like about the game, and I think it prides itself on just the skills and abilities that the game's asking you to do. You might not need to do everything all at once, but the things that the game does want you to do, you're going to have to really pay attention to and be precise with. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get away with not damaging that piece there, so that is a sad thing to experience, but I can at least get through and try to complete out the level, and that's what I really like about the game. They set it up to where you can play the low levels and still be rewarded, and you don't have to like feel like you're just in a mind-numbing experience and get frustrated all that much while you're playing. And you know, for me, I think that's why Forklift Extreme is probably one of my favorite unexpected games that I've played in quite a while, and that's really just because you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know the different experiences you're going to get with the game, and everything along the way is really just going to fulfill rewarding, and like you're going to have a lot of fun with it. You do get different shaped cargo. Sometimes you might get a thing of pipes that are like 3 or 4 times the width of anything else you've been doing, so you have to really finagle your way down. You might be loading trucks, you could be doing things on a conveyor belt, or you could be struggling like you see me here and knocking everything over and completely wasting my turn and experience. But that's kind of the joy and charisma this game has. It's just a lot of fun doing something different that you probably wouldn't expect. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Definitely, I think it's worth picking up. $15 is not a bad price point. There's a lot of content here that you can collect and go throughout while you're playing. It would be cool to maybe see some like leaderboards or something, so I can see how maybe I can compare against other players with times and maybe give a little bit of a challenging experience. But yeah, outside of that, if you guys enjoyed this review, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you have any questions about the game, let me know down below in the comments. If you need something else to watch, consider checking out one of the videos on your screen now. Until then, I'll catch you next time.